If you want to live a happy and calm life, you simply have to control what you can control. How are you feeling right now? Well, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? So much that's going on. So many of us feel that actually our happiness, the quality of our lives are being influenced by someone else, by the government, by rules, by restrictions. But is that really true? You know, for some of us, sure, these times are crazy. You know, people are losing jobs, financial stress, work stress, relationship stress. I totally get that. And I'm in no way trying to undermine that. But if you speak to people who've been in prison with life sentences, if you speak to people like Edith Eger, who was in Auschwitz, they'll tell you that the biggest prison we create for ourselves is a prison inside our minds. And what I want to really impress upon you is that even when it seems as though the external environment, the external situation is causing you stress, think about what you can control. Right? In your house, in your flats, in your apartment, if you live with a partner, with kids, with friends, if you're lucky enough to have someone you live with, can anyone control or take away from you whether you hold their hand, give them a hug, look them in the eye and have a meaningful conversation? No, that's under your control. Can someone determine whether you're going to move your body? Sure, the gyms may be shut, may be hard to travel to do the activity that you would ideally like to do, but you can move your body at home. You can do a bit of yoga, put on some tunes and dance, get your skipping rope out. You can do all of those things because you've got control. If you're feeling stressed and you've got all these worries in your mind and you don't have anyone to talk to, you know what you can do? You can write them down. Journaling is one of the most powerful things that you can do. You literally process your thoughts. You get your worries and anxieties out of your mind and out onto paper. See, these are things you can control. And if you're struggling right now, if you want a bit more happiness, a bit less anxiety, a bit less stress, really go inward. Don't worry so much about what's going on out there and start looking at yourself. What's going on inside here? Because that's where the gold lies. That's where you can really make a change. That's where you really start to make a difference and feel a difference. And here's the other thing. If your happiness and your well-being is dependent on what's going on out there, then you're a prisoner. Right? You're always at the beck and call. You're always at the mercy of what other people do. Oh, if they only did that different, I'd be happier. If they only did that, I'd be calmer. If they'd only, when does that end? You know, I used to be a bit like that. Get frustrated when external things weren't going the way that I wanted them to go. But I realized it's a fool's game. You know, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. At the time, that's the only way I need to handle it. That's what I thought. That's how I'd been conditioned from a young age to react to things. But as Maya Angelou says, when you know better, you do better, right? As I start to become more aware, I've decided to change that. I no longer spend much of my time focusing on the things that I can't change, right? Occasionally, I'll fall into that trap, but I'll often catch myself. You can't change that, but you can change this. These things sound so simple, and they really are, and they really can be simple. Doesn't mean they're easy, but they are simple. Focus each day on what you can control. Choose something you like, choose something that makes you feel good, and make sure you do it every single day if possible. You can't change what's going on out there, but you can change what's going on in here when you control what you can control.